Oh, hi! Novaplane here. Just wanted to make a short video about my warrior speed set. This is only going to work for plate wearers, so if you don't have a plate wearer, buzz off. This is something I've been working on for a long time. I'm kind of proud of it. It's kind of just a little pet project of mine. I actually have most of the transmog I need from plate wearers, so it's kind of useless to me now, but I think it might help out some people. Basically, there's three main components to my speed set, and I'll show you those right now. Here he is, Zai the Warrior. So, I made a weak aura that's going to tell you exactly how fast I'm running at any given moment. So, right now, I have a base run speed of 188%, which is actually pretty friggin' fast. That's without any buffs, food, pot, flask, anything. It's just how fast I run at any given moment. So, backpedaling 64%. Fastest backpedal in the West. Wow. Anyway, so I mentioned earlier three main components. Here they are. The first thing I should mention is I froze this character at 111. I think I can go up to 115 without having a problem. I just didn't want to really mess with anything. Because I've had this character for a while, and if he wasn't a speedy boy, he'd be useless. Anyway, without further ado, the three main components. The first one, Rethu's Incessant Courage. That's one of the legendaries. It won't work past 115, so stop there. Basically what this does, when an enemy is within 8 yards of you, you heal for 2% of your maximum health every 3 seconds. When no enemies are within 8 yards of you, your movement speed is increased by 15%. So basically, you're going to be destroying everything with Whirlwind. Whee! So it's basically just a flat 15% run speed. You'll also notice it has 3 sockets on it. I put 50% or plus 50 haste in each one, and you'll see why in a second. That's the quicksand spinel. Anyway, that. I have 3 of them, stacking the crap out of haste. The reason why is the other legendary, Aggramar Stride. This one's one of the crafted ones. Increases your movement speed by 75% of your haste, critical strike, mastery, or versatility, whichever is highest. So you want to pick one of those and stack the shit out of it. Basically, I picked haste. It makes you attack faster. So, you know, haste. Why not? Just pick haste. That's what that's going to do is it's going to take the amount of haste that you have, take 75% of it, and put that as plus speed, which is huge. So, right now, for haste, I have 1,213 haste. So, that is going to increase me by 75% of that into plus speed. The other pieces that I have, the third thing. I already went through Rethu's Incessant Courage. I went through Aggramar's Stride. The third thing is the Runeblade of Baron Rivendare. This comes from Stratholme, the service entrance, and it's the last boss. His name is Baron Rivendare, and he drops the Runeblade of Baron Rivendare, and also a mount. So if you're going for the mount, you may as well get the sword. And if you're going for the sword, you may as well get the mount. Basically, this sword helped me get the mount from running through that dungeon and getting it in, like, I was through that damn thing in like a minute flat. It was awesome. They say they have the same drop rate. I got like 17 swords before I got the mount. So, but what this does is it increases your movement speed by 10%. And regenerates 373 health every 5 seconds. Ooh. So, movement speed by 10% is huge. So, those 3 items will get your speed set going pretty quick. Pardon the pun. The other things that I have on here are just basically me trying to stack plus speed with haste, or just plus haste as much as I can get. So you want to get sockets, items that you can enchant. You want to use a Cord of Haste, which is going to give you plus 60 haste on your rings. Anyway, my first item here, the Helm, has Longstrider on it. Always pick Azerite items with Longstrider as one of the traits. I only have 2 Azerite items, but they both have Longstrider on them. I think it gives you like 2 to 5% run speed per item. So actually I could tell you right now if I just take one off, Here we go. Boom. I was at 188. Now I'm at 184. So that gave me 4% run speed. If I take this guy off, maybe I'll be at 180. 181. So it's some kind, the math is in there somewhere. So that's really what you want to do. For the shoulders, I have an heirloom, fully upgraded heirloom. This has plus 59 haste on it already. So that is going to be more than I can get on any other piece of gear at all. If I got up to 115, it would have even more haste on it. I'm going to do that soon. I'm going to get even faster on this guy. I'm going to cap him at 115, and that is it. For the cloak, I have plus 27 haste, which isn't that great, but it also had a socket on it. So the socket gave me another 50 haste. So this thing has, including the enchant, it's going to be 77, it's 82 haste, plus 2% run speed thanks to the enchant. So I forget what the enchantment's called. I'm going to put a link to it down below, or just the name of it, or whatever. We'll cross that bridge when we burn it. Anyway, the other pieces, like the wrist, I just got some crafted wrists that had haste on it. Same thing with the gloves, just crafted gloves with haste on it. Oh, wow. They're going for gold cap? Wow. Anyway, the pants I have plus 32 haste, plus 23 speed. So that's going to give me even more speed. That's actually almost like plus 30 speed because of the haste. Remember, this is taking 75% of your haste and putting it towards speed. That's what the boots do. They're beautiful. I would recommend getting the golden barrel ring of the Fever Flare. That's going to give you a ton of haste. 113 haste, plus it has a socket, plus you can enchant it. So the thing to keep in mind about this is you cannot equip 2 of them. They're unique equip. You can only equip 1 at a time. So your other ring, this ring I actually got from Mythics back in Legion. So that was not Mythics. I got it from a Mythic raid from Antaurus. So that had 100 haste on it. And then I put an enchant for 60 haste. That's the Accord of Haste that you want to put on your rings. Let's see. The trinket, these are both from Legion. I had plus 55 haste with a socket. So that's actually plus 105 haste, which gives me like 76 speed. And this was just a beautiful drop. Plus 44 haste, plus 19 speed. So both of those working together, great. I also got a crafted sword that has plus 60 haste. I did get one that was a one-hander that procced speed, but it wasn't enough to outweigh the plus 60 haste, because it only had like 32 haste, and then it proc plus speed, so it wasn't quite as good. It didn't equate to as much speed for the unit. So I have a 2-hander on that side, a 1-hander on this side. If you're doing this on a paladin or on a death knight, you're only going to have your 1 weapon. So warrior is always better. You can carry the 2 weapons, you can stack the crap out of haste even more, and it's just the best ever anyway. So why would you be anything else? I also put enchantment on the weapon for quick navigation. Did I put an enchant on that? Mark of Warsong. That can also proc haste, and this procs haste. So whenever you're killing things, it's going to proc. You're going to get even more haste. Running like the wind. So, I mean, that's my speed set in a nutshell. I am going to level this guy to 115 and stop it there. I'll show you where you can do that, at least on the Horde side. The Alliance has the same thing, the equivalent of this NPC in Stormwind Keep in the War Room. So keep that in mind. And it's a stealth guy. I went in there, didn't see the guy, ran out. He's in stealth. Same for Alliance. I already turned off the experience cap, so if I click this again, it's going to stop my experience again. I'm not going to do that because it costs gold. So basically, that's my speed set in a nutshell. It makes things so much faster, especially with a warrior with the instant free AoE. I just run around and whirlwind, 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 whirlywind, whirlywind. Dude, I actually run faster than I fall. That's crazy. Like, I have had so much fun with this speed set, and I'm always checking the auction house for other pieces I can get. Let me show you real quick what you can do with Trade Skill Master. I don't know if you have... Well, I'm talking to you like I know who you are. If you have Trade Skill Master, there's a certain string you can put in that's actually going to make things a lot easier. You start it with /armor, /plate, /111. You can do 110, but those pieces usually have a lot less haste, and the plus speed procs a lot lower. /usable, and then the slot you want to use, and then I actually put an eye level cap in there. So I'm going to copy and paste this, and I'm going to put it down below so you can see what your search string is. If you get rid of legs, it's just going to search for any piece of gear that you can wear, and you can go through them one at a time. Like this, like right now, on my legs, I have plus 32 haste, plus 23 speed. I would need a lot of haste to outweigh that speed, so if I could get something that just had a ton of haste on it, that might be worth it. Like that's got 59 haste, so that... who knows? That could be worth it. It's also 36,000 gold, so I'm not going to buy that right now. Especially since I have only 3,000 gold left on here because I've been buying stuff. But I'll put that search string down below. You can use it for legs, wrists, gloves, whatever. I put it as a favorite on mine, so I can just change out that word. I can put hands right there, and that's going to give me all the gloves that are going to have the attributes that I need. They're still selling for quite a bit right now, but I think that's just my server. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I just wanted to say one more thing. Bye!